Chevrolet Tahoe?
$10,000, 15,000.
15 to 20. And that's before the big money that comes back from the factory. Okay, I mean, this is what they believe.
$7,000 on an Impreza.
Yeah, absolutely. I worked as a closer in a Honda store about 7 or 8 years ago. I was retired at the time, and I'd worked there 9 days a month. And to get to this Honda store off the highway, you had to go by a Chevy store, a Buick store, a Ford store, and a Dodge store, and a GMC store. Well, those sons of bitches always had big, $10,000 off banners because of the factory rebates that come back on those vehicles, $15,000 off. So by the time the customer gets to the Honda store, they're asking for 15 grand off a $30,000 Accord. And they're serious. We would take out virtually, hell, almost every time, we take out the Honda watermarked, stamped confidential invoice with our numbers. And we'd say, here, here's what you can buy it for. Here's the, we'd sometimes be back of $3,000 back of triple net. We were giving these things away because the location of the dealer, their service department printed money. So they could give away Hondas. We'd have people argue with us all day long about, first of all, they didn't believe the invoice. And second of all, they couldn't believe the markup was just, $1,800 or $1,900. Yep. So it's crazy. So we got to get good at educating people. Now the problem is, it says car salesman on my card. What is that? Where's my credibility? I've got none at meet and greet. I will tell you this: anyone that buys a car from you, you went way past car salesman and you turned into human being. If you're still a car salesman when you're trying to close them, they ain't going to buy a car from you. If you're a human being when you're trying to close them, guess what? You probably got yourself a sale. Is this true or false? Bob, when they discover you're Bob, the regular guy, doesn't it make things a whole lot easier? I don't even tell people I sell cars anymore. But because I want to get paid, I do tell them what I do, and that's I help people buy cars. By the way, do people like to be sold? No, they don't like to be sold. But do they like to buy? They love to buy. I know lots of salespeople making, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. I don't know lots of them. I know maybe 15 now that I think about it. And most of them, I mean, their meet and greet literally has them going, hey, I don't sell cars anymore. I help people buy them. You've been on the internet. You got tons of information. You don't need to be sold by anybody. Can I help you buy a car today? What do you think that does to the customer's demeanor? Look, where am I? Walmart? Okay, they're going to help me buy something. What do they expect out of us? Well, no, they don't expect professionalism out of us. What do they expect out of us? Say again? We're going to put them together?
That's what they expect.
Okay, yeah. They're not expecting a good time unless it's a repeat customer, unless it's a referred customer. But when they meet a stranger and it says car salesman on the card, is their guard up? You bet it is. That's why when you become a human being, the guard goes down. All right, Motor Trend certified. Where am I?
Roadside.
Roadside, thanks. What's covered? Roadside stuff. What might that be? Say again?
Towing, jump start.
Towing, jump start, run out of gas, need a flat tire changed. That's roadside assistance. Good anywhere in the United States or Canada. Good for 6 months or 7,500 miles. Everything else on here is like unlimited miles. The roadside assistance has got a limit of 7,500 miles because it's tied to the limited warranty. Scratch repair, what's covered? Abrasions and scratches on the paint. But yeah, it's got to be buffed out. We're not going to repaint the car. Okay? How long is it? 6 months. How many repairs? Unlimited. How much at retail does it cost to fix a paint scratch? What, 80, 90 bucks? Fabric repair, what's covered? Fabric. including carpeting. How long is the complimentary coverage? 6 months. How many repairs? Unlimited. How much at retail does it cost to fix a fabric issue? Really depends. If it's a carpet issue, it could be $150. If you're fixing a burn or a slight tear, it could be $70, $80. If you're just cleaning the fabric because somebody spilled something on it, it could be $50, $60. All right, you guys need a break before we get into the videotaping? Everybody okay? Well.